Welcome to this week's Momentum Masterclass here on FNB Classic Clashes. Of course, Mr. Gary Gold is with us, assistant coach to the Springboks, and today he's going to be showing something which has been one of the Springboks' strengths over the years. It's line-outs, and more specifically, line-out throwing. Gary?
Yeah, today I'd like to show something a little bit different, if I may. In episodes that are going to be screened in the future on Momentum Masterclass, we'd like to show some position-specific stuff. And I thought today I would do a similar thing. We did a throwing exercise with Bismarck whilst we were at the Springboks, and I thought I'd share it with you today because I think it's really interesting. Okay, so they're busy getting ready. I'm on a standard spot. And Busy starts to throw. And there's the first throw. There's the second throw. There's the third throw. Now I'll start to move back, and as if he's throwing, my distance was exactly where the middle ball will be. And he throws again. He throws a couple of those, and then he starts again, and this is as far back as if he were throwing to the back of the line out. So my distance is exactly the same, and I'm the target that he's using at the back. What we did is we took each one of the balls that he threw, the front ball, the middle ball, and back ball, and we analysed it. So let's have a look and see what we saw with the back ball, which I thought was really interesting. His foot movement is very good in all three of them. In fact, it's absolutely identical. But what's really, really interesting is the release of the ball from his hands. Remember, he's supposed to be throwing to exactly the same position every time. So let's have a little look at it. In the first throw, to exactly the same position, his hands are fully extended, and the ball's gone out, and his shoulders are perfectly square. In this particular throw, where his foot is in exactly the same position, he hasn't even actually extended his hands yet, and in this one, he's between the two. It's a very, very subtle difference, but I just want to show you what kind of difference it makes to the end of the flight of the ball. So let's watch it to the end. There you see he releases all three of them, and in a minute you're going to see the ball coming into picture, and right over there, there's the ball over there, there's the ball over there, and there's the ball over there. As it so happens, all three of these throws were absolutely excellent throws, and they all landed on the target. But it's really interesting to have a look and see how the flight of the ball differs from where he releases the ball. He's very good in his consistency of his feet. He's very good in his consistency of his hips. But just unfortunately in this last one, if you have a look at the consistency of his shoulders, as you can see in the last one, he starts to walk a little bit, which means his shoulders start to dip. And as you can see, when the ball comes into picture, the ball goes slightly off to the left. Let's have a look at this one now, Dino. What we've done in this clip is we've taken the two throws that he threw to the middle, and we've put them on top of each other. Now have a look how good Busy is. You can see how he starts to throw. It almost looks like both of his feet are absolutely simultaneous. In fact, they are. There's only a very, very slight shadow. So at this particular moment in time, from his feet to his hips to his core of his lower body, everything seems to be accurate, which is a really, really good starting point. At this stage, even his hands are very good, but look what seems to happen with the trajectory of the ball. Is in the one clip, you can start to see he starts to fall away. There's his head in that one, and there's his head in that one. Okay, and if you have a look a little bit more closely, just with the use of a line, you can see that's the shape of his shoulders in that clip, and that's the shape of his shoulders in that clip. As you can see, his shoulders are at a slight angle over there because he's fallen away a little bit, whereas over here they're still very, very square. Interestingly enough, have a look at how it affects the trajectory of the ball. There the ball comes into screen, and if you guys can't see, there's the one ball over there from the one where he's fallen away, and there's the ball where he's perfectly accurate and perfectly straight. Just in terms of the alignment of the ball with his shoulders, there's his head, there's his shoulders, and there's the alignment of the ball there. And there's his head, and there's his shoulders, and there's the alignment of the ball there. So it's quite interesting though, even though it looked like he released the ball at exactly the same time, as he fell away, so the ball went with him.
Thanks very much, Gary. And there you have it. Everyone says that Victor Matfield and Bucky's Buerta are the pillars of the Springbok lineup, but it's just as important that they get clean ball distributed from the hooker. Remember, if you'd like to take a look at any of these clips, go to www.fnbclassicclashes.co.za and you'll be able to check everything over there. From myself, Dino, and Mr. Gary Gold, until next week, ciao.
This masterclass was brought to you by Momentum.